Alright. Now we're down into the basement of the Meistr's house. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna, you know, don't mind me, lady, but we're just gonna loot the place. And then we're gonna have a chat with you and see what's up. Because we did rescue her from her kind of being, you know, hung up. So, something was going wrong on her end of things, but let's just have a look and see. So I'll talk to you in a... Ooh!
This place is an Arcanist's dream.
Source energy, nice. Because just finding source energy around and about the place is quite difficult. And source fountain? Nice, okay. Now if you remember, there was actually... It was like an ancient temple or something that had a shrine that actually was essentially a source fountain in the previous area of the map. And by previous area, I don't mean... Well, I actually can't show you here, but I don't mean the area we are now, but before we actually got on the boat and sailed to Reaper's Coast. So, just having somewhere where I can always go and collect source energy, that's super useful. So, notes on Godwoken Ascension. Ooh. And lightning scroll, nice. So, what is this? Okay. That's got some HP and Hydrosophist. Now, Fane is the one who's going to need something like that. But, yeah, okay. Does anyone actually have healing? Because I know you've got healing ritual, but does the Red Prince have healing? No, he's got scrolls for it. I don't think I'll use that. Tell you what, actually, let's just get on with having a chat with Meistr, then we'll go around and loot the place, because I don't know what she's got me to do next, but I get the feeling it's going to involve, well, look at all this stuff, so...
The Meistr is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
She did mention something about a ritual, so... probably going to be doing it in here. As a guess.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
I know what people have told me I'm supposed to be like, but... yeah, I get the feeling that it does mean I've got to be responsible to others.
Just so. To accept divinity is to accept responsibility for the lives of every person and beast that walks Rivellon. If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice. But make no mistake, the Divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the void. The Divine cannot use his power for anything else.
Yeah, hold up. Surely I can use some of it for myself.
When you become the Divine, there is no more self.
For just a moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty.
It's asking a lot, isn't it?
Without a new Divine, Rivellon will die.
Yeah, but I'm already thinking about what I could do with that kind of power.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is.
I have no idea what that equivalent is.
Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way.
Well, I can get plenty more from the fountain over there.
Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
Okay.
The Meistr looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Yeah, that cut looks pretty bad.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meistr points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
As in... yeah, okay, there we go. I was going to say, there's actually quite a few cupboards in this room, but yeah, it's okay, it's the one that's next to her. Let's get started immediately.
Do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
Alright then, well... what else are we going to find around here? Incinerator control valve. Okay, so that's where the incinerator is. I'm guessing, like, fire heats up from the bottom or something. Don't know what that floaty thing is. Hang on, what is that? Empty grenades? No. Ooh, a source orb! If I give it to a chest item, mass cleanse wounds? Or evasive aura on the neck thing. Okay. That's super useful, because that's a, don't know why it's putting it there. But, yeah, I might be able to use it for something else as well. Because it's a tier 5 rune. But, yeah. Might be able to actually use it for something. I think that's why it's actually added it there. Right, let's have a look around. What else can we find here? Like, I know where she's told me... wait, hang on, what was that? Artillery plant scroll. Plant can lob acidic spores and emit cursed poison clouds. Okay. Done that to Fane. But yeah, I know she's told me where the ingredients are, but I have to go around and loot the place. I mean, come on. That's just what I do, isn't it? What else we got? A needle, huh? This isn't a haystack. Treatise on humanity. That's just lore. The thing is, I don't really care about the lore so much in this game. I mean, I care about the story, certainly do, but the extra lore in the background it's more like it's just extra stuff for people to read, you know? What's in here? Money? Wow, 2 gold? Fantastic. Now, that's what she said. If I just have a read of that. Yeah, okay, right. So once I pick up the ingredients, we're going to go over there and actually have a look at that. Wait, what's this? Okay, I don't know what that is, but... there's a lot of things in here that I have no idea what they are, but... rhymes and scribes. What's that? Let's have a read. Do I get anything new? No, that's stuff I already have then, I guess. Source orbs. Anything new? Ooh, Epidemic of Fire Scroll. That sounds fancy. Now, wooden figurine was something I actually needed for some of the crafting stuff that I've seen before, so... potion bottles, that'd be nice. And invisibility potion, okay. Oh, I've now got 2 of those. Okay. Alright. Is there actually anything in there? Oh, okay, more lore stuff, right. Ingredient cupboard.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
Look for the materials you need to complete the ritual.
After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Okay, right, let's go to this and see what we do. Okay, so we got... oh, that's interesting. It's actually put like a white square around the items that are new. That's interesting. I've never actually seen that before. I guess that's more of a recent patch thing that I've not really been paying attention to. Okay, Blackroot. Obsidian Lancet, that's the ritual knife. And ritual bowl. Okay, let's give this a read. Meistr Siva instructs me to record my research before I conduct any experiments regarding Godwoken Ascension. The ritual itself is quite simple. Step 1. Place a single piece of blackroot in the ritual bowl. Okay, can I combine with ritual bowl? Okay, there we go. Right, so that's that. And step 2. Draw blood with obsidian lance. Your own is most convenient, and sprinkle it upon the root. Okay. Combine with use? Oh, okay. Marrowed obsidian lancer. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't actually have any blood because I'm a skeleton, so my bone marrow is... I'm guessing what that is. Step 3. Set a flame to the bowl and its contents. Okay, so that'll be... this thingy. Now, do I just straight up use it, or do I just put it on the floor oven? Is that? Oh! The dragon thing shoots it. Okay, fair enough. So I got a ritual bowl. And then let's see what the next step is. I'm guessing that's cooked it, has it? Let's give that a read. Step 4. Ensure that you have sufficient sauce. Well, everyone's got a piece of sauce themselves. Inhale the resulting smoke. 6. Beyond this point, nothing is known. The ingredients for this ritual are not rare per se, but may be difficult to procure. I am fortunate that the Meistr source fountain never runs low, so it is simple to gather source. Blackroot, however, is another matter entirely. The root grows in the forests to the north-west of Driftwood, produces no poison or thorns to guard it, and all manner of creatures stalk to those trees. It is wise to quickly grab what one needs and then return. I pray that my experiments here pave the way for future scholars, or, should I succeed, to allow any to be the equals of Godwoken. Okay, so... do I just consume this then, if I'm inhaling the smoke? Okay, I get the feeling this isn't cooked. Let me try doing this again. Just put that on there. And then pick it up. Because I can't actually consume it, that's the thing. Hang on, let me just talk to the lady.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain. Go!
Alright, but... right, what am I doing wrong here? I'm clearly doing something very obviously wrong. So, let's have another read of this. Ooh, it's actually a hidden thing down there. Set a flame to the bowl and its contents. I mean, that's what I was doing. Wait, I might have to use the oven, hang on. Vial rack? 2 potion bottles, I'll craft some of those later. So... yeah, combine with... where's it gone? Where's my bowl gone? Oh, there it is. Invalid combination. Oh, okay, right. So I combined the, like the lancet with the bowl, even though that's not something it told me to do, I don't think. Or at least that's not how I understood it, but now we have a ritual bowl, and in the description it says, the bowl is ready for the ritual. All it needs is fire. So, what I'm going to do is, I know there's the thing here, but I do want to quickly check just using the campfire on it, because I think that's probably a better way of doing it. So, invalid combination. Okay, right. I guess I'll do what I did originally then. I'll just drop it on the floor here and then use the incinerator valve. Okay, there it is. It keeps moving it around in here and I keep like losing sight of where it is. Burning. Hallucinogenic smoke cloud.
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head and you can feel the world fading.
Ignore the pounding in my head and push on deeper into the smoke.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Okay. You know, I honestly was not surprised that it brought me here. That's actually where I was expecting it to go, but... Yeah, okay, let's see where this goes. What's around here? Let's have a good look. I just want to explore everything, because I keep pressing Alt every now and then, Alt being my key to show everything I can pick up off the floor. I don't see it right now, but I want to have a good look around everywhere. Just in case. Oh, that's me! And I'm looking at the mini-map, by the way. Alright, there is a version of myself out there, it seems. Ooh. Well, aren't you shiny? Hello.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. Another you.
Oh, hello, handsome.
It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
My child, come. Come closer, so that you may see me, as I truly am.
Step closer?
My child, it is time.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color before fading back to their accustomed spectrum.
No, I've never actually been high before. However, I get the feeling that that's kind of what they're relating this to.
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. Speak the spell.
Alright.
And see.
You learn Spirit Vision. Cast this spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Very interesting. So, where are my abilities here? Spirit Vision. Okay, now we actually don't need Source Orb on there, so let's put that right at the end. Okay. Set Spirit Vision for 10 turns. Okay, does it use up the source energy? I don't actually have any source energy, so I guess no, it doesn't.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, child? I saved you when the ship went down. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return.
Now, I'm not very good with names, so no, I have no idea who you are. And likely anyone who's watching through the series, like speedrunning it, going all the way through, you've probably got a good idea who Amadia is, but for me, it's probably been at least a couple of months since she was actually in the game when I was recording it, so yeah, I have no idea who she is.
Your god-woken soul is my last refuge. My last bastion. And now you have brought me a gift.
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Okay.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god.
Yeah, dying? Worriedly ask her what's happening.
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained.
Well, I did see you all attached to a bunch of, I don't know, spiritual trees, so yeah.
We are battling for our very survival, and we are losing. Should we truly perish, all will be cast into oblivion.
Yeah. So by hiding yourself, well, herself, in my soul, she's turned me into a target for every void woken in the world, I'm guessing.
In a manner of speaking. But let that be a motivator, not a cause for concern.
Honestly, all the void woken I've come across, I'm sure there are bigger and harder ones than that, but seriously? That is definitely a cause for concern if those void-woken things are going to be after me.
You must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I.
Okay.
Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, We stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful.
I think I've actually come across the Well of Ascension before. I think that's basically what you actually name the kind of strange spiritual place we're in now, I think. But yeah, just to remind myself, I'll look at her expectantly, the name doesn't ring a bell.
It is a lake, a pool of pure source, containing half the powers of each of the gods. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. To bathe in the lake is to become the divine.
So, magical spiritual water, okay.
That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost.
But yeah, actually, that's a good thing, actually. Ask her why it's so important that I should win. Surely the rise of any new divine is the Seven's aim.
There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The void has never been this strong. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in its powers, but to take them. All of them.
Okay.
Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator.
So you're implying I must steal the powers of the other gods? Kind of makes me feel rather uncomfortable.
Whatever for. The other gods will either bow to you or be undone. Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal god-woken as we speak. But there can be only one. So make no mistake, dear one. The road to divinity may well be paved with dead gods, their blood staining your ivory hands. But do not let that dismay you. You will save all of existence. You will save your kin and your loved ones, and all the rest of the mortal world. And you will become a god.
Okay. Let's see what else can I ask her here. Wait, it says here about turning on my travelling companions. I don't think I'd be doing that. So she's literally saying I'm going to save all of them, so yeah, fair enough, I'm quite convinced. So where can I find the Well of Ascension?
I will lead you to the lake, my child, but not yet. Not until you have become a true master of the Source. Until you speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as only a god-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm going to become a master of the Source, surely there's no better tutor than herself.
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, dear child. But if all I had to do was give, you would have received long ago.
Yeah, but, you know, actually having a god teach me how to become a god, that's what I was thinking of there.
We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, return to me here.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to collect all of the ingredients to eventually recast what I have to... She says to return to you here, I guess to become high, so yeah. Yeah, what exactly did you do to my sight?
Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. immortally so.
That made no sense whatsoever, but okay.
You have the vision of a god now, sight that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger.
Okay. So, I'd have thought that you were a Master of Source yourself.
Alas, I am no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the links that will expand the bounds of your soul, those are connections I cannot make for you.
Okay, I'll take my leave then.
Good luck, dear child. Make me proud.
Okay. And how do I leave? Oh, okay, there's a thing over there, right. What side do I talk to her again?
Go now, my child. Rivellon and its masters await.
Okay.
The Meistr stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
That's a long tongue, considering I'm the other side of the room, but alright.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
What can I ask her here? Honestly, I'm supposed to be working with these people, so I'm not going to do the outlaw one. Let's just go with the top one. Ignore the throbbing in my skull and quickly explain what happened. Your god hiding within you. Your new power and the Masters of Source.
She sighs impatiently as you hold your head in your hands, rubbing what's left of your temples.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll look at her in surprise. She doesn't know what you need to do next.
I know exactly what must be done. You must find a Master of Source. And I could have helped you once, but no longer.
Yeah, I was really hoping the Masters of Source were the Meisters, but alright.
The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my source.
Ah, okay, so yes, the Meisters are the Masters of Source, but you've actually lost your access to Source. Fair enough.
Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Okay, what options do we have here? Could train under evil sorcerers. Sounds dangerous. Sounds like fun. Wicked, cruel, and vile. You suspect you know half of them already. I have the hero option. Okay. We'll go with the outlaw one. Wicked, cruel, and vile. You suspect you'll know half of them already.
Your poor taste in drinking partners does not interest me. These are no average cutthroats. They are the kind of creatures that grew bored of pulling the legs off spiders and so moved on to people.
Okay, I guess that's the evil side of it.
However, it is the path we walk. No matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
You're not about to die on me, are you?
The Meistr doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Yeah. Where can I find these masters?
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource.
Ah, okay, so if I can find out, basically the target list that the Magisters actually have, they'll have probably done a lot of research and strategy to try and find out where these Meisters are. So, if I can just find out where they've got it written down, then I can go to the Meisters and hopefully actually try and work with them rather than against them.
But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just keep your eye sockets peeled. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I'll wish her well and take my leave. I don't know if I'll be back as soon as possible. Hello? Who are you? Spirit of the Apprentice.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
Yeah, 'cause I've still got the spirit vision on, so...
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go around just using spirit vision now and then. I'm just genuinely curious as to what I'm actually gonna find who's out and about in all the places I've already been to. So yeah, who are you?
I am the Meistr's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself. Meistr tells me it cannot happen, that I am not God-woken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke, and it burns me back. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
Why have you risked such a thing if you're aware of the danger?
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Alright, well... better keep hold of my ritual bowl. And keep hold of the lancet knife, because we're eventually going to have to do that experiment again. So, now we've got to go and find out where these Meisters are, but also we need to try and find out where the Magisters have got it written down where they're hiding, because that's going to help, so let's get started on that.